Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you guys hear me? Doing audio check, audio check. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, James. Killer B, good morning, Mike. Good morning. How are you? All right, guys, let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. Like, what a morning. CPI came in and showed a little bit better handling on inflation. And that's all what the market needed to hear in order for them to flush everybody down first. And then, because like literally this candle was teetering in and around that 77 area. And when the news hits, it flushed it and closed at 8:15 and then dipped into the 806, and then the whole thing, as if they just figured out that, oh, this is really good news, not bad news, and this market just boom, like literally within less than 1 minute, we ended up up 300 points, more than 300 points. Now you really had to kind of mark it in order to get in anywhere, and you would have been slipped in a big way trying to buy any of this stuff. So really, then the market pulled back, gave us another inception trade at 217, pulled back into that 70, and shot up some more. So we're breaking above the 300 right now. And let's take a look at some of the big targets that we have. Target number 2 is 11,500. That's a big target for NASDAQ. We're breaking uh, uh, up away from, we're basically coming back into this channel number 1 or channel number 2 of this rotation. So let's actually draw, because that's going to be imperative to how price is going to act. Here we go. So that's a parabolic move. And typically prices like this will develop 2 channels. So we may run up a little bit, come back, challenge that channel, break it, establish channel number 2, then continue to run if there's enough momentum. Target number 2 is 11,500, and uh, Globex is literally 10,841. It's way down there. So as long as we continue to trade above that, as long as we continue to pull back and resume the buying interest exactly similar to what we just saw here, then pullbacks are viable in this environment. The 200 NT Rinko and the 100 NT Rinko are in sync on the long side, and we're looking for pullbacks to buy. ES is the same scenario. 50 NT Rinko did an inception trade and a switch trade long at 38.5675 for a run up. Target number 2 on this one is going to be 39.12. Then target number 3 is going to be 39.63. Those are big targets, and these targets are going to reflect the increased volatility in the market that we're experiencing right now. Let's take a look at the rest of the. Well, well, well. Well, well. All right, so the market here broke that channel on crude oil. James, take a closer look on those channels for crude oil and see how uh, that break and how significant that was. Like literally on that day or today. Well, not today. That's actually the 8th. It closed 2 candles in a row. The market established an inception trade short, shifted the cloud, and the market literally started a harmony wave short at 90.83 all the way down to 85, and then disconnected the harmony wave right here at 86.37. It's just significant behavior right here. So rallies are shortable, and you're looking for a continuation of this behavior. That's a channel number 1, very parabolic. And we may get something similar to that, but in NQ today. And the market can extend itself a lot further than most can realize. Then a second channel can present itself. So that's what we're dealing with right here. And we're looking for a new harmony wave to establish itself. And you could start riding those waves down to target number 4. That's an outlier target, which is 81.88. That's going to take a little bit of time for us to get there. And we're seeing more push here in NQ. We're seeing, this is Russell 2000. Target number 2 of that sequence is hit. Target number 3 is 1858.4. That is what's next on the menu. Gold. Wow. We talked about gold. We talked about how important that reversal, that V reversal that we saw in the market right here, and the fact that, and you're gonna see it a lot clearer on the daily, how that big candle that we experienced is really significant for a multi-day, multi-week bullish behavior in gold. And now that's materializing. We started with a failed cap and set up short here, so that became a long signal into target number 2, consolidated target number 3. Now we're at target number 4. Target number 5 is going to be 1771.3. 1717 is right here, and that level was significant, and the market consolidated around it and shot up to that target number 4. So into 5 and 6, 18.3 if this type of momentum continues. ES, yep, talked about ES. Target number 2 coming up, 39.12. Pullbacks are buyable. Channel number 1 established in this rotation, and let's take a look at channel number 1. All right, parabolic move to the upside. And again, like NQ, this type of behavior can generate 2 channels. Channel number 1 here, it can continue to go up all the way to target number 2, but pullbacks and a break to retest the rising support in the middle of the range can produce continuation trades to the upside and the establishment of channel number 2. So let's take a look at NQ. I mean, that's the candle. That's a candle. And that can be significant for a multi-day event, at least like into Friday, into next week. I think we potentially can see the 716 and a retest of the 12,000 based on this behavior. So why do we say that? Well, look at every time the market made a big significant move like that. It doesn't have to be just long. It could be as simple as a short, like a candle of that length. It carries over into multi-day price action. Like look at this one right here. Boom, price action. Here, long, you get 1.5 day type of price action. I mean, let's assume that is the case, and we hold this type of behavior. Then you're looking at the 500 to 700 price level, and there's a lot of stops sitting at 726. You just cannot just jump in anywhere. Obviously, you have to pick a good spot. So here we go. I mean, that's literally what we talked about. We talked about this, and we got the follow through in that price action, a significant move in gold. And we broke, and let's look at it from that perspective. That channel, and I'm gonna just draw the second channel, not worry about the first one. That is literally the price right here at 1660, where the market kind of broke that neck. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of retest that comes in, but I'd rather be a buyer on those retests than actually somebody who's shorting gold. Good morning, Terry. ES on a daily basis. Yeah, you got that massive um, massive move. Phil, good morning. And the October 13 reversal is holding significant, very significant. That's going to be uh, uh, a point where we could reflect at it and say, okay, that was the bottom of the market. Obviously, it's just, I mean, it's visual. You could see that we're making a higher low, another higher low, and this massive higher low. Well, how could have you gotten in? That thing moved 300 points, Phil, in like 1 second. I mean, like less than 1 minute. You had to have gambled and just ran in there and just put your position and literally walk away. It's more of a gamble than anything else. Well, do you know what? There's plenty of opportunities ahead of us. So now we have, let's see what time it is. We have 1 minute. We are 1 minute away from the cash market. And let's get this going here. Remember, every day in every way, we are getting better and better and better at trading. Every day in every way, you are getting better and better and better at trading. Stay disciplined, stay focused, uh, make good decisions, breathe, and let's make this another successful day. Here we go. We're hitting target number 4 in this sequence. Target number 4 is hit. I'm gonna post an order here just to make sure that I my orders can go, and they are going. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Sheila. How are you? A little bit of selling pressure coming through here. The 200 Intirinko and the 100 Intirinko are out of sync. What does that mean? That the market is taking a pause here. They tested 67, not very convincingly, and the 40, we're at it right now, and we want to see what they do with it right here. That first half an hour of the day, we're going to be patient and just look. Okay, well, there you go. Look at them trying to hold on to the line here. Bitcoin bounced back from that 15.6, and we were talking yesterday about how the sell-off is going to take us to the 15s, and sure enough, we got there. The base between 16,200 and 600 is going to be very critical for the next few days. So we broke that channel, came and tested it, established a captain setup long at 16,500, and then you got that run up. Ethereum it definitely started an inception trade long at 12,001, and target number 2 is hit at 8178. So a bit of recovery from that massive sell-off in crypto. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna close this candle here at 315. We need to wait for it and watch for it. Well, this is the tricky part. The tricky part is if they actually close it at 315, that will give us a one candle reversal and a big distance between that 315 to the middle of the range, which is 147. So there is probability, if that happens, that you see multi-candle retest of 270 and then potentially a breakdown to test the 200. So that distance will provide us with, opportunities to actually fade this move. Yeah, okay, Gary. Gary, focus on trading, please. Yeah, it looks like they're walking it down. Looks like they're walking it down. So that's the point. What I'm trying to make say here is if we get to that 315, that was set up as a situation where some of these run backups can be shortable on signals. The environment overall is in a parabolic trending higher, but we may experience a pocket of sellers that will be a bit persistent, a little bit persistent to challenge uh, at a minimum the 270. And I may take some of that. So we'll see. I mean, we almost got to it, like literally to the tick, 1575. I mean, they need to close under that level. Good morning, Jose. How are you? Yeah, I bet you the premiums on the SPX is out of control. All right, here we go. So we got to the 15. We closed under it, 16 and 40. They're getting to the 40 quick. So this is an area between 40 and 50 that you want to see a lower high and a behavior that is short. Well, yeah, there. Oh yeah, look at that. So you could sell. You could tell that the market is starting to get faded back to that 16. The target is 90. So the target to this rotation is 90. Target number 3 is hit, and then the next target will be 90. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. So the 90 got hit, and also the retest of the rising channel got hit too. So now that the longs are, showing up a little bit of strength. Good morning, Adam. How are you, sir? Good morning. Good morning. So if we get up to 367, then that would be a continuation trade similar to the one that we had prior to that, and we can look for pullbacks as a buy-in opportunity. It's 8:48. I'm waiting for that first half an hour of the day and let the market kind of sort itself out, and we'll go from there. Good morning, Suraj. Good morning, D. Looks like 67 is coming up fairly quickly here. 315. Okay, that tested. Weak. 340 tested. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're going to go up to that 68. 67, 68 coming up. I'm spending time understanding, the price action. Here you go. Uh, 210. Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one. In and around that 40. I'm just spending time, letting the market just rotate and rotate and rotate, and let's see if make assumptions about price action. Like, we made one of the assumptions is, hey, listen, if we break 15, rallies are shortable, which we got very close to that 40, and then we should have a target of 90 and a retest of the channel. That's an assumption, and that assumption came through. Now we're looking at a pullback here and a retest of 40 and a potential retest of 15, and we want to see how well the price will hold. Also, we would like to see a disconnect of the harmony wave and a reconnect of it, and that will give us a signal to go long. I mean, if they give it to us, like right now, they closed that candle. So now we may start getting a bit of momentum on the upside. I have to make sure that I'm taking the highest probability setup here. ES is continuing its move. 50 NT Rinko is long, and the 6 NT Rinko is pulling back a little bit. Target number 4 in this sequence in ES is 3903 and a half. I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back a little bit right here. Yeah, so right here, the expectation, I mean, they may retest target number 4 and jump in a little bit. They're establishing a new harmony wave here, which is not a bad spot to get in at 81 for a run up to the whole number. Ultimately, the target to all of this has to be 415. Yeah, it's coming. Well, here you go. That's definitely what is that? That's about 20 points right there. Got close. There's an interesting thing that's happening here. If we break 65, then that will set up captain setup short on the 70 NT wrinkle. So we're watching for a 415 target and a 65 close that could give us a fading pattern. And it's 854. Yeah, here comes that 15. Yep. So that setup is no longer valid. Yep, 15 is coming up. Target number 5 in this sequence is actually 418. So if we get to 15, the odds are we're going to get to 18. And here comes. Target is hit. Very nice. Boom. That's right there. That's money. So what I was talking about earlier is this. If that candle closes to that 65, 66, that formation would have been a captain setup short, but that never happened. And our target of 415 showed up. Longs are in charge in this market. No trades for me so far. Simply taking a look at the market and seeing what it's all about. All right, that is my day so far. And let's keep looking. Okay, they're putting a captain setup short here. So they're probably looking to fade it and retest the 95. So let's see how well they do that. Failed that pattern. Man, typically you don't, between target number 4 and 5, it's a place. That's a place where you see a bit of a fading behavior. But the longs are still active and strong even at these levels. Look at that. Target number 6 is 463. 463 is target number 6. Good job, Patrick. Up 233 on that long. Yeah, that 415, 418 was a good target. Huh? 63. Okay. I'm going to have to do something a little bit on the aggressive side here. And it's really somewhat of a fade counter to the current move. And I'm going to start small and then kind of go from there. So I'm going to look at target number 6 as a fading opportunity if we get up there. And the way the market is moving, they're most likely going to spike up to it. And I'm going to have a bit of a wider stop on that, and we'll be able to add within that range. So just kind of be careful. I mean, that's just a little bit on the aggressive side, and it's more for a range trade. So don't just follow. Good enough. I took that profit, and we will look at another run up as a potential fading opportunity. That's the first touch of target number 6 in a parabolic environment, and it's a bit on the aggressive side. So that's why I was saying, if you're following, you just have to be very, very careful how you go about doing that. But first trade, and nothing wrong with that. All right. All right. It's so we made $471 on that decision on that 2 contracts. Moving on to the next decision. Yeah, you have to be a little bit careful, Oscar, but we're hitting target number 2 on ES. That's 39.12. Yeah. I mean, they're trying to hold on to target number 6. I mean, that is just super strong right here. Yeah, Gary, to the tick. Thank you very much. I love you. It's okay. I love you too. Okay. Okay, so you see what they're doing right here? They got back up there, retested it, and they're going to probably have to break that 38 half. Then the next target is going to be 14. That's where this is going to go here in a minute. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they run it back up again and then take it back to 14. But that's where they're going with this right now. Well, a lot quicker. Good job, Adam. I mean, when you get to target number 6, I mean, come on now. Come on. You tell me you're not going to, the market is not going to fade that? What, they're going to go to target number 7? We don't even have target number 7. Yeah, but Oscar, okay, so you gotta think about it, or think about it in the terms of it's more of a relief rally than a genuine analysis of inflation. Is just the fact that the inflation was, you know, less bad than what they thought, and that just kind of almost like, let them, it's they got to breathe today. The market got to breathe a little bit on the upside today because of that. Yeah, don't worry. By end of the day, enough worry is gonna start piling back in, and people up here, they're gonna start thinking, "Oh well, I bought the high." So we just have to keep our head on a swivel and manage risk and look for opportunities that make absolute sense, and just take those. Well, CPI, Adam, CPI was huge. I mean, that's a huge number. I think it came 7.7 inflation. Let's take a look. Oh, so 14 is the next target. The 200 NT Rinko and the 100 is out of sync. So the longs need to break above 66. Shorts need to really bring it into 391. It's going to go through 14 first before you get there. In ES, you want to see 38.94, and the first test of, first test is the 06, then the second one is 01, and after that you're gonna have to look at 94. And if you start seeing that, then that will set the stage for a counter trend behavior that could get us to retest the harmony wave at 80s, and then the middle of the range at 55. So that would be the sequence of events. But each of those levels need to really kind of test well for the shorts. But ultimately, the momentum is there for the longs, and you just have to be careful with any idea of a fade. It really has to be well structured. Yeah, so here he goes. So that's the number that came out, 7.7. They expected 7.9. The previous was 8.2. So that, that it came in a little bit better than what they expected, and not by much. I mean, they may dig into the numbers and decide that the whole rally is nothing but, a bunch of BS. So you don't know, but ultimately this is what they are reacting to. Yeah, the longs are still active, but you could tell that it's a fight here. They're going back and forth within that range. They're trying to digest this price. The 200 and the 100 are out of sync. The longs are still active. They're buying the pullbacks and the tests of and the test of the harmony, the test of the swing trade levels. So the 14 is a critical area that we need to hold on to. Hey Leon, how are you? How's your day going? Any action on your any action on your side? Yes, sir, Nook. Yes, sir. Good morning. How are you? All right, all right. So what are they doing here? What are they doing? I mean, what's the conservative play? Uh, break 391. Break 391, then rallies become shortable again. Um, what happened if the market runs up to 66? I'll start looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. What would I do if the price continued to do what it's doing right now and just oscillate between those two levels? I will do nothing. Is that 623,000 or $623? We're doing good. I mean, I had just one trade, one decision, two contracts were made $471. and it was short, and we did it right here. First test of target number 6. Here comes that 14. It's going to be coming up here in a second. Yeah, they needed to bring it in there. Yeah, they needed to bring it in there. Yeah, 14. So what's the behavior here? I mean, look at them constantly coming back, and they keep picking it up, but the range is tight. It is getting messy, my friend. Yeah, that's something that I'm very conscious of here. And that's why I'm saying that really we need to break the 91 or break the 66. And anything in between those two levels is going to be a digestion phase of the prior move. And it's going to have a lot of this type of rotation where things are just chop up and not go anywhere. So you got to take a step back in this environment and let the market get to these levels. Here comes the 14 or another attempt at it. Okay, so the 14 is there. How do they handle the 14? Do they rally it up and break above 40? Then that tells you that the longs are really going to take it to 66. And if they rally to the 30s and fail, then there's a good chance that we're going to close the candle at 91. So that's the kind of things that I'm going to be looking for. So 91 or 66. One of those two things got to happen here. Yeah, you would. This is an environment where slippage is going to be an issue. 3901. Wow. Uh, 10 tick slippage. That's a lot, actually. But that's, that's the kind of environment where, fast moving, and your stops can accrue a little bit of slippage in it. So be careful. So far things are very noisy. 10 points. 10 points. Good Lord. Wow, man. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too much. Wow. Yeah, you played that pop on that. Maybe data issues could be that, and sometimes it's just a fast market, and like if you were short and you tried to cover right when the CPI came in, I mean you probably paid a 20-30 point slippage, because every like second this thing was up 20-30 points. Hey George, how are you? Oh, CPI numbers are always huge. Okay, so again, we are in this zone, and the price, the 200 NT Rinko and the 100 are out of sync. We're getting a lot of consolidation. The fact that the market is out of sync between the 200 and the 100 is giving us a pause, and that pause is for us to watch the market and look for a couple of levels to show up. Level number one is 66 if the market is serious. Actually, it's not 66 anymore. It is 53. Market getting to 53, that would set the stage for a potential continuation upward, or the market can come up to 91. And if it gets to 91, then that will produce another pocket of selling pressure to retest that rising support. And we can look at the market there as a potential fade against this move, but you have to be fairly specific on how you get in there. You need a good signal. Anything in between what the market is doing right now here, I'm just going to be respectfully not participate. Come on in, the water is warm. Precision is a decision, Adam. All right. Yeah, that's true, Nuke. I respectfully decline to lose money in this market. That's a good one. All right, so let's talk about ES. ES is hitting that target too and they're spending a lot of time up here. Okay, so let's take a look at the quality of price action right here. I mean, they put a captain set up long at the 39.07. They put a captain set up short and ran it over, and now we're in the middle of that range. So the same thing that you're seeing in NQ, you're seeing it in ES. That choppiness. Good morning, GM. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I remember that. But you got the April ones, right? Or next year ones. So did those move big for you? Let me see, where's Tesla at? Let's take a look at Tesla and Apple. I mean, we're just simply looking at the intraday. I mean, the open is 189. I mean, yeah, it's, oh, wow, look at that. Tesla, Netflix. Netflix is actually weak, and we're in a rotation down. Apple, let's take a look at Apple. Trading above the opening price. They're holding the line here. And we're establishing a captain setup long at that 143. Take a look at spiders. You got the gap and the run, the gap and the pullback, and now the run. And now we're consolidating. It's going to mimic how the S&P futures are going to look like anyway. But they just put a captain setup long. So now target number one is a distinct possibility against that 89.5. Tesla, a little bit of selling going on. Yep. That's the way to do it, GM. That is the way to do it. And just keep it as a runner and let it ride as far as it can go. Yeah, it's noisy and choppy right here. Smart Princess. 3640 SPX. Yeah. If you see gains, book it and run. Yeah, sure. All right. Well, let's put on some more gains here. We're waiting on this market to really kind of work through this range. And one of the things that we got to do is identify areas of no interest to me. So when the market kind of does this, where the 200 and the 100 is out of sync, I'm gonna have to give the market a little bit more time to work through the ranges because they're trying to trap people. They are trying to trap people. So how would here you go? I mean, here comes that 90. Boom. I'm looking for rallies to fade this behavior, but it needs to come in a decent way here. So 90, so a test of 16, that'll be great. 39.12 is resistance on ES. Yes, it is. It's struggling here, and it's target number 2 of this sequence. $90. So the next target will be 65. And what we're looking for here we go. $17.5. Let me see. Yeah, 16. That would be one big move, Oscar. That would be one big move. Okay, I mean you got to that 16, 15. Yeah, let's be patient here a little bit. Okay. If they put a captain setup short here, I'll take it at 03. And I have an ad in this thing at 40. Well, I don't necessarily want to see that, be honest with you, but here we go. Thank you. And go and break even on this one very quickly, just in case. I'd really like to hold on to it to 60. And that would be a good target, but that didn't happen. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. They're messing with people here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they flush it right now. They will flush it. But that's fine. That I'm gonna take another opportunity. Well, here you go, the bastards. See how they test and retest. Test and retest and retest. Yeah, it seems like I need to take my profits kind of quicker. I didn't mean to say quickie. All right, so there's two contracts right here. Added a little bit to it, 583. Moving on to the next decision, and let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We really kind of need to hold on to some of the stuff and go for a bigger target. Yeah, look at that. That's okay. That's okay. Take care, GM. Thank you for the contribution. Are you out of here? You got a bunch of stuff to do? ACB weed. Keep an eye on that one. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fans for that one. ACB. I'll take a look. Well, enjoy it, and we'll see you on the next one. Good work, by the way. Nice little hit here on that market. So 60 is the target for this sequence. Boom. Coming up. Coming up. That's the best way to do it, GM. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, they got close 70. Let's see. That was good stuff right there. We need to start getting a little bit more aggressive and holding on to some of this some of these positions that we're putting on. Yeah, we all know about that, Adam. That's true. That's true. It's a dial. My dial would go very conservative. Then there are days when things are all working right. I'll just turn on the lever and go very aggressive. The people that have been around long enough here, they know how that day looks like. That is controlled aggression. And that's when you see the 20, 30, 40 lots come. It's coming. Typically at the end of the year, I slow things down. January, February, March, with the January effect and the rebalancing, we get very aggressive in price action and in our positioning. And that's typically my rhythm over the years. Target number 4 is hit, and 60 is among us. That was the target, and it got there. So what are we seeing here? We are seeing me being a chicken. And the second thing is that we broke this channel and we need one more candle sell off, and that will take us to 65 to, what is this? 65, 40. So first check, how's everybody doing so far? James, how are we doing? Adam, Brad, Gary, I know you made $10 today. $84 from Jose, and Jose is very consistent. That is the biggest win in trading, is to be consistent. Nothing traded, James? Absolutely. Just keep reading the market and keep drawing these channels. Killer B, Mike, Terry, Omer, good morning. I didn't see you come in. Patrick, good job, buddy. 1382. Keep it up. Terry up 775. We got a bunch of winners going on here. I like it. I like it. I like it. Omer up 360. Brad up 800. Good job. Yeah, not all trades are going to work, my friend. Capacity to come back is a big deal. And Adam up 7K. Well, here you go. You know what they tell you, Adam? You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. And you got to know when to walk away. But good job on that one, man. That's a good, nice, that's a good day right there. 7K. Leon up 243. Man, I like it. I like it. Yeah, well, market is, because you're getting bigger ranges. Oh, so you're up that money at 5:30 a.m. Gotcha. Good work. Good work. So now the market broke that channel number 2 of the sequence, and the 200 and the 100 are out of sync, and they're retesting that rising support, and you getting a 442. If we get to 442, then that would be a continuation trade on the long side. So when you see in this, that's channel number 2. When did it change and shift? And that's James right there. Yeah, look at that right here. TT Trader up to 80. Good job. And the minute the market did this number right here, James, you see how the market kind of came back and retested it one more time, established a trigger, a railroad long at 88.5, then spear trade at 93, switch trade at 04, hitting target number 2, or getting close to it at least. So the minute the market did this number, told us that this channel that we were looking into is taking a pause. The 200 and the 100 are out of sync, and that puts us in a mode of waiting. 92, 92. Okay, and let's see that 18. So we got to that 18 and pull back. So the battle is going to be right here, actually, that 18 to 32, that range. If the shorts continue to hold it and then they produce another harmony wave short, then I'll start looking for a potential close to the 40. Now they're in the process of testing and retesting. So that 18 to that 32, this level right here. And in ES, they're coming back up to that 12. Don't be lazy. Mm-hmm. So if I'm short and I see this, this is not really what I would be hoping to see. Because they went through that phase and that range. I mean, they touched it here. The first reaction of it was decent, but after that, the market is just simply, here we go. They closed that candle. So see that? I mean, literally repeated that pattern 3 times. Same exact pattern, like to the tick. 2 candles down, 1 candle reversal. 2 candles down, 1 candle reversal. 2 candles down, 1 candle reversal. So what has to happen in order for us to even contemplate the idea of getting short again? I would have to have a complete reversal of the 200 into Rinko and then putting a switch trade with a close of 66. So really the pullbacks are what's going to be in play right now as a buy till proven otherwise. A retest of the 17 and the 94 are 2 areas to look at. ES produced a switch trade up here, so All right, so they put that captain setup short. They pulled it, retested it, and potentially they could be retesting it one more time. Um, Ultimately, this is 200 NT wrinkle and the 100 are in sync on the long side, and we're looking for dips as a buying opportunity against ultimately that low of 66. And we're looking for target number 4, which is 504 and a half on NQ, a potential switch trade right here at 48.50, and that should pump us up to 55.65 if we close this candle that we are in here. It has to close. Here you go. Let's see where that goes from 48 to 58.68. There you go. So when it comes to ES, in order for us to start looking at it from a potential short environment, we need to see another break to 39.01. If they do break that within this current candle, I mean, that will set up a pocket of selling pressure that could push us up into the body of the harmony wave, which is between 91 and 78. And there, it's definitely, it's one of those things where you typically see a pause and a little bit of a bounce, and that has to be tested well for the shorts then you could see a push to the middle of the range, which is in the 60s, 62 to 65. Right now, NQ is consolidating and it's getting quiet. Not a lot of motion here. And we're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity in this environment. And the next target, the big target for it is 67. So 67 is where we're looking for this thing to hit. Pullbacks in 14 and 91 are areas that we want to test the health of this move. Right now, things are getting quiet. And typically, when the market is quiet after a run like this, that means they're churning and building stops. And you really need to we need to watch which sides of the market is getting run over. So if they constantly keep running the highs, then you will most likely will see target number 2 in NQ at 590.75. Here again is an area where patience is a good thing. Hey Abba, how are you? Mr. Harmony is doing that's funny. How you doing, Mr. Harmony? Well, that's what Mr. Harmony is doing. Somebody on YouTube, Abba, is saying, "Hello, Mr. Harmony. How are you doing?" Oh, okay, that's a new one. So we're up about $583 on 2 decisions. Both of them were short. Go figure, huh? Go figure. But that's where we at. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, Omer. Ain't nothing wrong with that. $600 and you're up for the day. Up, done. Lock it in. Yeah, there was a lot of action early on, Abba. There's a lot of action. So they're responding back to this captain setup short that they put up here, and they tested it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and now they're pushing away from that level to target number 3 at 112. That's a test for the longs right here. That good luck, Omer. We'll see you Monday, and good job on your consistency, and good job on your helping out as well. So, good luck on your test. All right, so we see this, right? We see that pullback. We saw that test at that 19 zone, and the market is holding the line. So the next target is going to be 65. Well, 65 is about to happen here. 65 to 75. Take care, Brad. Good job, man. It's precision is a decision, and you just Mr. Harmony. See what you started, Abba? You started a big thing here. Now everybody in the room is calling me Mr. Harmony. That's hilarious. Good job, Cow Doc. Good job. You started the thing. That's NQ NASDAQ 100, Kanan. Am I understanding your question here? Yeah, no problem. All right, checking on everybody in the room here. How is everybody doing? We got Adam making money. Gary, any more action? Sheila, James, any questions? Jose, we're talking. Ken, how we doing? Ken, I haven't heard from you, buddy. What's going on? Plus $200? Yeah, okay, that's good. Good job, Jose. Good job. Good job. Consistency is the holy grail of trading, and when you achieve it and things start to make sense to you, it is a wonderful feeling. Killer B, how are we doing? Mike, any questions? Terry, you had a good day today. Hopefully that continued. Okay, good deal, Ken. That's exactly right. Right, 1021, 1021. All right, guys, on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We appreciate you guys spending the time with us today, and hopefully, in some way, this helped you understand the market and trade it in an effective way. And don't you can help the channel by liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. That helps us out. Spread the harmony way, like Abba said. He said Mr. Harmony. So we're trying to spread the harmony message out there. And that harmony message is when you're mentally in harmony and when you're physically in harmony, you tend to see the market in harmony. And that tends to make you a lot more effective at making good decisions. You'll be relaxed into it and you'll be in sync and in harmony with it. And trading become a pleasant experience, a place where you can generate wealth. It can be a place where you can generate wealth and keep it. That is the harmony message. Now you can also join us for 5-day free trial that include the harmony trading system, and that's the edge we developed, and that's the system you're looking at. And the link is included along with a discount code for Apex if you are doing that. So now what we're seeing here is a slow in price action. The market is slow grinding, but the bias is still a long bias. they put a switch trade right in NQ at the 100 NT Rinko. So what you're seeing is a grinding behavior that's going to most likely take us up to 67. And then from there, it's a breakout that's going to take us to target number 2. Target number 2 of the sequence is 11,575. And as long as we continue to hold on to that 15 level, then that grinding price action can take us. Sure, Abba. Absolutely. That is my email. Yeah, just go through that link, and then I'll get your information, and we'll go from there. So that's the key here. The key is to hold on to the 15, so we could get to 65. We get to 65, we can get to 500. And if 15 gives out, the cause is not lost for the longs. You will still have the 90 for the market to actually kind of play around with and hold on to. So I mean, they're not going to make it easy. They're going to drop the market and try to shake people out. They're going to do a lot of games here, but ultimately, that is the structure of the market. And there's 3 elements to any trade. Element number 1 is the environment. It has to be very well defined. You have to understand what the market is telling us and what is the structure of the market as of this moment. So whenever the 200 NT Rinko and the 100 NT Rinko are in sync, then that tells us that the market is directional in that way. And in this case, it's the long. So once you define that, the next stage of that process is to define a behavior. And the behavior is a harmony wave. And there is another harmony wave on the 20 NT Rinko, because you're going to use that 20 NT Rinko to actually get into a trade. So once you define a harmony wave and the beginning of a harmony wave, because you could come in at the tail end of it, and that would not be necessarily. I will. If you come in at the tail end of it, it's more prone for pullbacks. So the point is, come in at the early part of it. Like for example, here we go. Yeah, Ken, I saw that. See, I mean, that one worked out. So that's kind of the main idea here. So that one is right there. So the harmony wave established itself, and it's the beginning of the harmony wave. So you get the environment by looking at the 200 and the 100, then you look at the behavior. Then after that, you're looking for an actual signal to manage risk, and then just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Yeah, James, you're so kind, my friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate you putting the word out there. Mr. Harmony. I guess that title is gonna stick. That title is gonna stick. All right, we're coming to the bottom of the hour at 10:30 here, and See, the amazing part here is we're at this nosebleed level of price action. And what's missing is a significant push and conviction by the shorts. It's almost like emotionally it got sapped out of today's price action. And that's why the the longs are still in charge here. When will this change? How would the market looks if the shorts are actually in control here? You will see that big spike up and a complete collapse and a 200 NT Rinko that shifts negative, and you get more than two candles in a row in that direction. That's when you know that the environment has shifted. I don't know. I guess we're waiting on Abba uh, to put it on YouTube. Well, the how that name harmony trading system came about, it's a long story. It's a long story, and we'll one day I'll share it with you guys. Run, Forest, run! I'm telling you, it's see how the structure of the market. Here we go. That close happened. Now the next one is because we're coming onto a big level of stops here. You're gonna Mike, Gary reached out to you because I mean you had some questions about installing your trial and the software. So it's in private message. So uh, look at it and respond back to him. He's a good resource for you. Target is coming. That's right. Target is coming. Ah, yes, Adam. Good job. Good job. Boom. Big day for Adam today. Big day for Adam. Aggression pays. Uh, let me see here. Mike, I'm going to send you a message here. Yeah, a lot of the setups that we talk about, we kind of talk about them as the day progress, and once you'll get a lot of it also from the many sessions we have on YouTube. And once you become part of the family, we'll train you one on one, and we'll dig extremely deep into each of these setups, so you could be 100% on everything that you see. The captain setup is one of those instrumental um, setups that we use in a consistent way, and it gives us a great look at turning points within the market. And you said you saw the class on that one, so that's a good starting point for you. Spend some time learning that one, and as the day progress, I mean, as your trial is progressing, I'll share with you more of them via email, because ultimately we want you to understand this at a deep level, and you will, and it will change you, and it will change the way you trade going forward. Oh yeah, that's coming up. That is coming up, and it's one of those things that we are actively looking at doing. So the first quarter of next year, I'll let people who are in the room answer that last part of it, and and this system has been traded for the past 15 years, exactly the same way. I had 2 trades today. Looking. Let me show them to you. Some confidence regards. Okay, here we go. Kanan, you could join for a free trial, and we will show you the different type of signals that we have and how we use them. And also you get advantage of using the software along during that free trial. And there's a lot of signals that we use. One of them is the captain setup. You can also take a look at YouTube, and you'll see a lot of the videos of prior sessions. And we added a hyperlink right next to every trade, so you don't have to go through the 3-hour session. And you could click on it and see the logic before the trade, the entry, the stop, the target, and the exit, the net result for that trade, and the net result for the end of the day. And you could see hundreds of sessions that we've done on YouTube live stream that shows the logic of every signal that we took. It's a great learning opportunity there for you. And also you could join us for that free trial as well. You did? Okay. Let me see here. Because I didn't see your name come through. Send me an email here, support, and I'll look you up. You didn't put machine ID and NinjaTrader machine ID, did you? System. Okay, that's my email. Send me an email there, and I'll check for you and get you going. Yeah, there's more than one signal too. It's not just the captain setup. We have a switch trade and spear trade, and there's swing trade. So I mean, if the system is versatile to where you could scalp it and you could swing trade it, and we do both because ultimately I want to position myself to where I build up my day, then I will go for something bigger with a bigger target. Now, Mike, you had a question. Your question is, how many trades did you have today, and what did you do? Okay, here we go. Those are the 2 decisions that we've made so far. Made decision number 1, and let me just expand that, and I'll reference them in the chart here in a second. So at 9 o'clock, we made $400. Then there was that second trade. We made about $111. So we're up $583 on 2 decisions. Both are short, and they came in right here. Decision number 1 was the short right here. So that short right here was a test of target number 6, and the market really ran up to target number 6 and pulled back. We took that short, we took the scalp version of that trade, and then the market literally kind of collapsed from that structure into lower prices. So we hit the high end of that rotation. It's just we looked at it from that perspective of a scalp. And the market sold off nicely into, I think, 78. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's all the way into. So once the market closed at 15, we took out the '05 capped and set up short within channel number one. And that, gave us a good scalp of $100. And a lot of them really kind of produced even more than just small scalps. And there will be days where I will hold on to these things a lot longer. But that's how we ended up. Yeah, Canon, we'll get you squared away. We'll get you squared away. All right, so we got very close. We got to 86, and that is target number 3 of the sequence is 90. So that is target number 2 is kind of coming up in a way. Just make sure that you pocket your profits in this move. You go break even and let one run toward those targets, bigger targets, because things tend to, slow down as you get up there. Nosebleed section, that's where we at. Mike, there was somebody asking me a similar question to you on YouTube. So when I was talking about go to YouTube and look, I wasn't necessarily talking to you. I was talking to Canon on YouTube. And since you're part of the free trial, I'll be sending you material to look over that will help you understand more what you're seeing. Okay. 1048. We have about, let's see, we have about, let's see here. So since the beginning of the month, this is my trades. And that includes 2 days. Today's the 10th. That's the 9th, the 8th, the 7th. We got the 4th right here, 2nd here, and the 1st right here. So fairly consistent and not taking that much risk. I'm like doing one and two contracts and just kind of being very precise. And it's building up. So literally, less than about a $5,000 account, because none of these trades were more than 2 contracts. I don't think I did take anything that's over 2 contracts. Here you go. Let me see. I may be mistaken here, but let me see. No, I didn't take a single trade that was over 2 contracts. And from the first to where we at right now, that's where we at, 46.73. That's precision. It's kind of running around 80%. And we are, the biggest maximum drawdown was $400. And we ran up that amount. The majority of it was in the short side. Average winner is 243. Average losing was $89. Win to loss to expense ratio is 2.7, which is good. Average trade 179 on 2 contracts. That's not bad at all. We had consecutive 21 winners and consecutive 5 expenses. And biggest winner was 800, and the biggest expense trade was 204. So here comes the big move. And those are on a daily basis. Not really any big days, it's just consistent. Consistent. That's the equity curve right here. Here we come back to that 90. And then that 500 will be a possibility right there. All right, guys, it's 10:59. And target is hit. Yes, it did. Yes, it did, Adam. That was a nice one. Did you participate on the way back up there? Okay, good deal, good deal. Okay, okay, Jose, thank you. So target is hit, 575, and let's see what we're gonna do here. So what's next? That's always the question. What is the question here? Is what's next? We hit the target. Slow price action. They're pausing it. They'll probably consolidate a little bit. Bigger targets are available too. I mean, target number 3 is 741 and a half. Now that's going to take a bit of work to get there. I would expect a bit of a pause and a fade against that target number 2, but we're playing with a market that is just reacting emotionally to a CPI number, and so really, as long as we continue to hold on to 442 and ultimately trading above 414, then the next sequence of events are for higher prices. If price dead stop right here and never move above it, and then break all the way back down to the 416, then I will look for a pocket of selling interest that could take me down into the 358 and back to 295. My trades here on the long side will be scalping in nature, not swing trade in nature. Okay. And this is kind of the structure that we see here in the market. And that's it for me for the day. Another positive day. And the key to consistency is emotional consistency and looking at the same exact thing over and over and over. Precision is a decision, right? And you can take a look at all our prior sessions, and you could see sequence of 10, 15, 20 days in a row. I don't know if you can see it here. Let's see. Could see sequence of many days in a row, one after the other. Obviously, we have down days as well. But the big deal is you could see how many sessions we had on YouTube, and you could see that we had, what is that, 114 sessions that we did. Hold on live stream, and you could see how many sessions, which is 114, the total amount of money that was generated during those 114 sessions, and you could see the amount that we generated as revenue or expense right there. And I'm putting the date also now and the amount, so this way you could see day in day out how things progressed over time, and it gives you, and this is also a good part here, is you could click on it, and I'm doing that for people that may not know this. Okay, is you could come in there and there's hyperlinks right here. You could go to target trade number 1 or trade number 2 and see, here we go, and see that logic right there. Like, like how did I get into the trade prior to the trade, and how did we ended up the trade, and what is the net result of the day, and what's the net result of that specific trade. So that is part of it, and that makes it a lot easier for you guys to actually follow. So you don't have to watch for the full session. You could just come in there and click on those links and find out exactly how we made $518 yesterday. And I'll be doing the same thing for today, so you could click on them and go. So that's that. Mike, do I trade after this room? Sometimes at the end of the day, like between 2 and 3 o'clock Central Time, that last hour, if things look good and interesting, I may place a few trades in there. And any trades that I place outside the stream, I show to everybody first thing in the morning, so people would know that that was the result of my work as well. All right, guys, that's it for me. Junaid, welcome to the room. We start early in the morning, 8:30, 8:15 to 11 o'clock. So the morning session right now, it's over, and we'll see you tomorrow. That's it for me. Precision is a decision. Always trade in harmony. And we will see you Friday tomorrow.